So, as for today, I need to mention that first of all, I am down in this new room today. The last video I recorded that you just saw a little while ago when it uploaded was one that had been scheduled for days in advance, but today it just so happens that I'm back down in my new bedroom. Wanted to come on here and share that. It's the kind of like I'd say the same room it's always been. The walls are just painted a different color. It's kind of got a little bit of a different theme now. It's probably, I'd say, a little prettier than before. Got wooden flooring and blue walls where you probably just used to see little tan walls before. And what I want to tell you all is that there is something you notice different in the way I sound, and that is because I am sick. It seems the last few days I started to come down with something, and it's kind of just giving me a little bit of a cough and a little trouble here and there, something that could take some more days to get over, but it's going to, I'd say, happen one of these days. And I say for sure that there's probably plenty more that I'm going to show as things get better. And I'd probably also say I might even be taking some breaks from recording new videos, but still might come on here and maybe record some lives now and then for this month, just to kind of show you all things like all the new additions to the room, the additions to the shop. And I say that there's going to be a little reconstructing to go on for a while, and we are eventually going to have to kind of move a lot of boxes into here from off the pod so that I can kind of put a lot of my stuff away. And it is kind of happening that I see I have some tools in the floor here that I'm going to have to take over to the shop and put into the drawers where they belong. And I say that for a time like this, any of y'all who might come on to see me live, that'll be a good thing. I even kind of did a little Facebooking last night while I watched the New Year's Eve show, and would say that I just kind of like invited some friends to some of my pages of some of the friends I've made online, try to help some of them get some more followers. And I say that this is just the kind of thing where we all just kind of need each other at these times. And I say that currently the thing that the laptop is sitting on while I record this live happens to be an old TV stand that used to be over in this corner when I recorded on it before. And, just kind of, and like when the bed was still up to the wall, but I decided this time I wanted to make a little space in between so that things would be easier to get out from behind the bed. And, and that's just kind of where I'm making more room, because we're probably going to throw this TV stand out eventually, and we're going to get a new dresser, a new chest, and a new nightstand, a new little cubicle thing to kind of like put some of my little taxidermy pieces on, and probably some books on the two bottom shelves or three or whatever. And that is just going to be the kind of thing where we're just going to kind of work at what we do, make it all kind of work out for the best in us, what we see. And I will say, hopefully, that for one thing, I'm kind of getting a little yawns here and there. I'd say that there's probably just little projects I'll be working on with the wood soon. might kind of take a break from doing some things and maybe even take some time to, I'd say, do some new recordings and maybe make some projects for myself. I'd say there's probably just one that I started kind of getting the pieces together for today, but things have kind of changed lately. I will say that, over this time, some things are going on my niece's mother's side of her family. So my niece has been staying with us, and I'd say that I appreciate the fact that you all come on to watch this live to see what I do. And I'll tell you all a little bit more about this room and a little bit more about what I plan to work on sometime eventually. But it's been a good time just corresponding and chatting with friends online and seeing them in places like McLeod's Coffee House where I go. Hadn't been able to go to the Y much lately because of how sick I've been and tired from the holiday season or work out much, but it's getting to the point where I should probably be back to the doctor soon and do need to kind of get my vision screened before I renew my driver's license this year. So that is something I'm going to be taking care of, and wish you all the best from now on and for the new year. Happy New Year.